How about now? Is that better? Hot damn. Sorry, guys. That should do it. A silent show, man. Sorry. That should be better. We got me? Like I said, man, I've had all kinds of computer issues. I tried a new camera and it wasn't happening. It just constantly rebooting the MacBook every time I tried to get it going again. Sorry, guys. Danos, I see you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. This is not a silent show. I'm good, Scott says. Trisha, Leon, thinking about you guys. Top Dog, what's up, man? Good to see you. Finally, you're right, Sugar Kitty. Good to see you. We got a bunch of good music we're going to talk about later. There he is, Daniel H., buddy. All right. Like I said, Kilco's in the house, man. But anyway, okay, now we've got the chat running through. Let's get it going. Anybody wants to jump on, please do. Big Vic, Peppers in Kentucky. Yeah, man. Everybody's rolling in. Awesome, guys. Awesome. The Tats Master. Yeah, well, it was. I don't know what happened, man. Like I said, I've had to reset so many things since Friday. When I got home Friday after working late and I couldn't do the Welcome to the Weekend, I had a GoPro 10 and it would constantly, every time I would get it online, it would just reboot the computer every time. So I said, hell with that shit. I sent it back. We'll just keep what we got right now for sure. Thank you. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. Anyway, what I want to do tonight to get the party started, I want to revisit Brothers Bond. We've got down into it. It's been about 2 months, I think, since I did the review the first time. So, yeah, I think it was about 2 months ago. So I want to try it again and see if that's any better. Saucy Shane, what's up, buddy? Yeah, man. John, what's up? Good to see you, man. Anyway, I want to get back at this and see if it's changed any better, because it basically was straight up shit. Pardon me. The first time I did it, it was just, it didn't do it for me at all. And it's just a what is it, the Vampire Diaries? Is that right? Hey Kim, what's up? I think that's what it was, the Vampire Diaries. But anyway. Let's bring up Trey and Cindy. What's up?
Going on?
Hey, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Cindy says you're correct. That was a Vampire Diaries thing.
Is that right? Yeah. So I was correct?
Yeah, you're correct in that it's shit as well.
Yeah, so it's not good. I don't know. It's just a bottle that goes with, I guess that's a TV show. Is that right? Yeah. So, if it's not something Jenny makes me watch, I usually don't know what the hell it is anyway. But, yeah. We got Kayla. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming in. Kim's here. Cheers, girl. Yeah, man. Sugar Kitty. We got Kilco in the background. There's Brian. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Hello, buddy. Yeah, man. This thing has like a... I don't know, dude. It's very awkward. It's not. There's Alan, the whiskey friend. Cheers, my man. Sorry, I'm cheersing you with some bad whiskey, but anyway, that's what I got in my hand. But yeah, what I did, guys, everybody just jumping in. I went back and I'm revisiting the Brothers Bond. It's just I can make it full screen, but it's not worth the time. I'm just saying. So
you got to warn people,
dude. It's just bad. I mean, that's all there is to it. I don't understand why, but
I think that is one that we didn't put red wine in.
Yeah, we should have put something in it.
Yeah. I don't know what could help it, to be honest.
Clorox. I don't know.
Maybe to clean it up. I mean, it's not got really any oil to it. I mean, just a little bit, and it's a very light. I think it's a 2-year. I'd have to go back and read my notes and what I did the first time with it, but it's like a 2-year, I think. Has to be, but
well, they were vampires. Maybe it needs blood.
Yeah, it needs blood. You know what? That may help. Give it a little salt. Give it a little kick to it. Yeah, it's Arkansas. Bottled and distributed by Brothers Bond Distilling Company in Arkansas. It just says product. It distilled in Indiana, so MGP. 4-grain mash bill of corn, rye, wheat, and barley are spirit skillfully cut. Yeah, and we're filling you full of shit. 80 proof. So, anyway, have you had this one, Brian? Have you tried the Brothers Bond?
Can't say I have. I apparently am not going to now.
Yeah, you're not missing anything at all with this jewel. I'm just going to tell you. I just thought I would try again just to see if it would get any better. The nose is huh?
It's good to check, just to be sure.
Yeah. Since it's party time, excellent. It's time to bring in Pennsylvania's best known son, Rob McCorkle.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, Rob?
Damn, that's a good looking hoodie.
Isn't it though?
Oh, I'm jealous.
Dadgone. Yeah, man. Did you get that? You got that on the new website, didn't you?
I certainly did, and let me tell you something. They were having some supply chain issues, but they kept in contact with me pretty much the whole time, and it's nice stuff, Marty. Real nice stuff for the money.
And that one, is that an embroidered? It is, isn't it?
Yep.
Killer. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for getting that, dude. I appreciate that.
I got a t-shirt too. I might go back for more. It's nice stuff for the money.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
What's everybody drinking?
I'm drinking Cat Piss Brothers Bond. I thought I'd try it again.
Somebody's got to drink it.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. We got there's a big night ahead. So what, with basically with Scott going next, I figured the best thing for me to do would be to revisit something that's fair, I guess, decent that I did before. But Scott's got he's got a guy coming on that's going to talk about great whiskey that he makes. So I was just like, I'll lead into this with some crap. And then Scott can take it and do get some good stuff online, and work it that way. So I figured that would probably be the best thing to do.
Just in honor of Scott.
Yeah. I'm North Whiskey, man. It's coming at 8:00 on Scott's channel. It's going to be good stuff. So yeah, here we are. But this is just kind of a little piss in a jar. So anyway, let's bring on the Hawk. I see him. There he is.
Hey, I heard you talking about shit whiskey, and I figured that was my cue. So let's do this.
Well, Rob came first and then you. So it just all how you can play it out.
How's everyone doing?
We're good, man. You ready to have a big evening?
Yeah, it should be fun. Looking forward to it, as always.
Yeah, man. Now this is so medicinal. It's just, whew.
What is that you're drinking? Actually, what is that?
I'll show you because it's kind of sad, just to be honest.
Brothers Bond. Never heard of it.
Yeah, well, there's a reason probably.
Yeah. Where is that out of? It is it
MGP, but it's bottled in Arkansas. And yeah, Cindy can tell us. Is it the Vampire Diaries? The two guys.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, the two guys that did this, are in the Vampire Diaries, and they wanted to start, bottling whiskey, and this is what they came up with.
Okay,
so
interesting.
They should have kept acting. But
I can't believe you guys haven't seen it. There's some hot chicks in there.
I haven't. No, I have not. But maybe I can talk Jenny into watching it. She's got me watching Jamestown.
It is a total chick flick, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're watching Jamestown right now, so it's
okay.
It's okay. It's basically I don't know how true it is, but it's basically a series of how corrupt it was, with tobacco and taxes and engines and it's just a whole bunch.
Hey, speaking of shows, has anybody ever watched that show called Succession on HBO Max? Whatever it is, it's badass. I'll tell you that.
Let me write it down.
It's this like, I don't know, he's like a TV mogul or something. He owns this big, huge, like, I don't know, company. And the guy is like absolutely ruthless. His kids are ruthless. And it's not quite like mafia stuff, but it's a crazy it's a crazy show if you like a bunch of craziness, that's for sure. So just FYI.
Oh man, this makes life a lot easier. This is a store pick I got here for Christmas from Thomas. It is the tumbling dice.
Oh yeah.
The 5-year. And the dice on the bottle is actually the year of the whiskey. A lot of people didn't know that, but yeah, this is a very good bottle.
Oh, that's cool.
I tapped into it, I guess,
So,
about
is
a
that the
week and a
B&B?
half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, like, you know, we'll talk about it as the night goes on, especially with Scott and Jason, and then me and Andy and Todd will get more into it. But, you know, I made a comment, I guess, about 2 weeks ago, right before the new year on Jason's stream. I put a super chat in just because I wanted everybody to see it, that we've got to make 2022 the year of the pick. I mean, me and Rob talked about it for a while this morning on the phone, that we're tired of chasing. We're tired of buying stuff that we're not really sure what we're getting. And, you know, we got celebrity whiskeys. We got all this other stuff that keep pounding at us, that it's just, some of it's good, some of it's just a waste. But when we start dealing with picks, we seem to trust who's doing them. And most of the time they're very, very good. And they're very limited edition. So you're getting a killer bottle all the way across the board. So that's why I put that up. It's like, let's make 2022 the year of the picks. So
I can get down with that.
Yeah, that's just kind of where I went with that, just because I think, you know, well, you know, I think to that point, that's a really good, I mean, that's a good point, because I mean, all of these, you know, different groups and all of that do these, it's interesting to try what other guys go and do, and ladies and all that. I mean, it's a really kind of fun thing to you know, to go through. So yeah, it's just the thing to me. It's like, you know, you can sit and wait, and, you know, a lot of people will tell you what they've got coming. So if you want to wait on something, or like, oh, I've never had that, but it's a pick, you know, you got multiple opportunities to get a hold of some really good stuff. And I just think it's just what we need to do, that's what I'm going to do. I'm tired of, you know, waiting for stuff. Like the Trey and Cindy picked up the bottle for me, I think, or for them, whatever. I'll have a taste out of it. But that Elijah Craig, is it Private Barrel? Was that the name of it?
Yeah, the picks.
Private Select.
Yeah. And it's real. I had a taste of it here at a local restaurant. Oh, hey, it's awesome. Y'all need to wear it out. I mean, it's really good. And, you know, that's just a pick.
Oh, no,
you know,
it's not open yet, Marty.
Oh, y'all need to dive into that. Hold on a second. There you go. Yeah, Private Barrel. What's the proof on that one, Trey? 124?
127.7.
Ah, damn, that's perfect.
11 years.
How many?
That's a hard one to beat right there. That's a hard one to beat.
Yeah, there you go. 11 years. I see the sticker now. Okay.
Yeah. This one's 128.4.
Wow. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, that's
really odd, because I went to one store, they didn't have any at all. And then I go to another one, literally like a mile and a half down the road, and they have a case and a half.
Yeah, it's just where people need to go, or where they choose to go.
And it was an individual. It's an individual pick, so it depends on the store and if they bought the barrel or not.
Yeah, there must be a lot of them floating around now, because I've started seeing a lot of these things popping up places, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I think it's a tribute to Heaven Hill that they're finally starting to release a bunch of those types of things, you know, out to a lot of other stores, clubs, all kinds of good stuff. So that's a really good thing. And maybe at the same time, that'll help keep, you know, just the standard, you know, ECBPs around those kind of prices that they've been, which would really be nice. I mean, it's such a great value bourbon.
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, okay, that might be pick one for the year. Let's get that one, you know.
How much are they selling for by you guys? Like, what are you picking them up for?
I chose to pay, well, the store I got it from in West Virginia would have sold it for $80, but you had to buy one of his other picks.
Okay.
So I ended up paying.
Okay.
I paid like right around 100 with tax for this one, which is probably too much. But
why does he always do that, Rob?
It was the first time I've ever saw it in that store, so I'm not sure what was going on.
To me, it makes me think either he has a hard time selling these picks or they're not very good.
And he doesn't. that Elijah Craig pick you have is from the same store. And I've had a lot of his 2021 picks, and not one of them was disappointing. So I'm not sure
that's just
why
weird, man.
But
that's weird.
Well, I think it's a great marketing, ploy. I mean, think about it. If you want that, which most people are going to want that. Now, if he says, we'll buy this one, probably 95% of the people who want that are going to buy something else. I mean, it's a little shitty and shady, I guess. Yeah. But I mean, we see that all the time where if you want this, you've got to buy that. And
I got to tell you, I had some of this. Another guy had bought it. I haven't opened mine yet, but it's outstanding. So I'm not. I paid $100 for way worse. I'll tell you that much.
Hey Scott, the pick, the Obtainium, it went quick.
Yeah, a lot quicker than we were anticipating. We weren't sure at $130 a bottle. We weren't sure how it was going to go, but I mean, I guess the way I look at it was that I tried to emphasize to a lot of people was, well, I mean, even though it's a Canadian whiskey, there's still not much 27-year Canadian whiskey floating around. So if you want something that's different and unique, buy it. So, and people did, which we were happy about.
Yeah, I'm tickled it went. But yeah, man, all these picks and stuff, that's what I'm living for right now. It just makes life easier. Me and Rob talked about it today. It just makes life so much damn easier. Just, hey, they got this pick coming out. What do you think? Yeah, I think we want to try that one. I think that'll be a good one. Well, you get this. I
think it's a fun part because there's these groups that they're always doing different things. And that was what, Jason and I swore that we were going to do, was to try to get as much different and unique things. Now, again, I mean, that you can't always have that. There's a few of the normal-ish kind of things, but I mean, getting different things is the really fun part for people. So we were happy that kind of fell in our lap. So.
Yeah. No, that Canadian whiskey, I've had the Obtainium and I've had a couple picks that have that in it, and I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be one that if we're having a long night of getting together and drinking, that you're going to need to, or for me, I'll put one of the big ice cubes in it, maybe.
Yeah. You know what? The proof on that was sneaky from the standpoint of it was dangerous in terms of it not drinking nearly at whatever it was, 156 proof or something. I mean, it was like gasoline, but it didn't drink like that at all, which was nice.
Good. Yeah, I love it, man. It's hard. It's hard to, when somebody pours that and you try to let them taste it, and then, well, oh, wait a minute. Then you tell them what's in it. They're like, really? Yeah, man, it's close. I'm 70 away, dude. I'm 70 away. So it'll happen soon.
That's coming. That'll happen really quickly.
Yeah, it's getting there, man. It's great timing, Scott, that I'm close to where it's obtainable now. And, with everything we're doing on Thursday nights and the picks that we're wanting to do with 21090, and then it's just going to work out perfect. The timing couldn't be better for these Thursday night get-togethers. So, yeah, man, it's going to be great.
Well, that's a big number, and that's the most difficult number to get to right there.
Yeah. It's just been crazy. And we got to get Brian up there too. We've got some other channels. We've got to get climbing. We've got to get Livewire up to 1,000. But yeah, it's coming. I mean, we're all still, for me and Livewire and some of these other guys, friends of mine, we're all still relatively new. So, I'll be a year March. So it's okay.
All in time. Well. It'll work out for you.
Yeah. Doing well. Wish you,
awesome.
buddy. Oh yeah, man. So Scott, talk a little bit what's going on tonight at 8:00.
So I've had them on before, so it'll be just Nick from Found North. So one of the things I was thinking about with them is, so this is going to be Canadian whiskey. They just released, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, batches 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 were fantastic. And we'll be getting into 3 and 4 tonight a little bit with Nick. The good part with him is he's never short on words, which is good. So he can really kind of get to explaining an awful lot of things about it. So yeah, these are a little bit, and again, I think kind of a nice comparison will be to what we all kind of loved. I think most of us this year was that barrel seagrass. Some liked it, some didn't, but I was a big fan of it. And when I kind of got to thinking a little bit, what they're doing with Canadian whiskey is similar to what Barrel was doing with their seagrass, with the different finishes and all of that. So we'll kind of get into some of that tonight, but I think tonight will be fun just to, it's kind of more of an, exposure to try to get some of these brands that a lot of people don't quite know about, who are really doing some pretty incredible things. So that's kind of what we'll get into tonight a little bit.
Yeah, we did a little bit like that with last week on 2TENKnows Tuesday. Was we talked about a distillery that most people have no idea or never have heard of, and what we've gotten from them. And I did Axe Handle Distillery over here in Southwest Virginia, and Trey and Cindy've been there with us, and they're doing great things. They've got a whole lot for you to spend the day there and do and eat, and it's just really cool. So, and then all their stuff right now, I think what they have, guys, 20 barrels from MGP that were, I can't remember the age, 5 to 8 year, I think, something like that.
It was something like that,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and we've tasted every single one of them. Literally, we have had all 20 barrels, and they're really good. And one of the things I found interesting was I was texting back and forth with Brian, their distiller, and the last barrel we picked back in the summer or late fall, I guess, was so good at barrel proof. I asked him, I said, dude, why don't we just, make this a barrel proof bottle? And he said, well, apparently there's laws and stuff you have to go through to do that. I had no idea what he was talking about. Do you know what he's talking about, Scott? I mean, is there
a law for him having to allow his whiskey to be barrel proof?
Yeah, there's something different.
It could just be like I don't know, like some kind of like ordinance thing that he's got around there that prohibits him from maybe doing certain things. Like, I don't know if that's a Tennessee thing, or I don't know what that would be, but yeah, I've never heard of anything that limits people to producing or selling a particular, I guess, strength of bourbon. That's kind of or whiskey. That's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't understand what he meant. I just assumed I didn't know enough to question it. Like, and he said, it's a different labeling and stuff. Well, I guess, I'm sure you need to put, the proof on it. But it was so good, and it was only like 121. And I was like, man, just leave it here. Leave it here.
Well, maybe at the end of the day, maybe it's just more expensive for them to do that. I don't know if they either can't sell it for a premium enough price to make the barrel worth selling it at barrel proof, or, what's their normal stuff at 90 or 100 proof or something?
92.
Okay.
92, 93, I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, 92, 93, and it's straight MGP. I mean, right now, they've got probably 18 barrels that are about a year and a half, 2 years old that he's working with, that he's, they're distilling in their own mash bill and everything. So, but yeah, I think it's really good. I think their MGP stuff's really good. So that's why I promoted them last week. Yeah, there it is. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's the Axe Handle.
Yep.
Yeah, 93. Sorry.
It's at 93, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Better.
And those are all small batches. So, I guess there's the thing. It all comes down to how these guys blend. At the end of the day, you guys all know this. There's so many, companies now that just source their stuff where, hey, everybody can buy MGP. It's what you do with it after that. So, yeah. And how you do it.
Yeah, that bottle's so good. And what was cool, man, the experience we got to do with that is we got to go over there. They already had the barrel dumped, and they let everybody that bought a bottle, you could bottle your own bottle and label it yourself and everything. And it's just a cool experience, because, it's just a lot of people don't have that opportunity, and it was just a lot of fun. So yeah, that's why we promote them. They're just good, and they have good whiskey. You know, they don't have, you know, like this Brothers Piss. God almighty.
Brothers Piss.
I thought that was a fun day.
Cindy's here.
That was a good day.
Where did she go? I gotta show her. I don't think she saw that I was doing this yet, but that's okay. I'll see her in a second. I told her I'd give her this bottle because she wants it. There's Greg McDonald. What's up, buddy? Uh-oh.
Hey, Greg.
But anyway, I'm sipping on now. If anybody's ever had it, let's talk about it. If not, we can talk about other things. But the Tumbling Dice, straight bourbon, barrel proof, single barrel.
Mm-hmm.
This one comes in at 120.7. It's to me, it's a huge barrel note. So I'm getting a ton of vanilla, a ton of caramel. The nose has almost like a smoky flavor, but that could be from the pick. But I really like it. I really like it. Cindy, did you see this? Oh yeah, there you go. It will be good for that. So that and some bleach and some Tide detergent might clean out the pipes. So yeah. Cheers to you, Greg. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming on. But yeah, this thing has a great oil on it. It's not really heavy, but it coats the palate really nice.
And I think those are pretty decent. I think those are pretty decent prices too on those.
Yeah, it was like I think 68 for this pick.
Is that a barrel proof one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I mean, you get like what barrel proof MGP? Like what? Maybe what is that one? Like 6 years old?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So it's whatever numbers on the dice. So that's 5. Sorry. So that's a 5 year.
Okay.
And I think that's cool. They use the dice for the year. Yeah, the
that is
back of it.
cool.
Let me, so you guys can see everything. I really recommend this one. I think it's really good. So there it is, 5 year, and then they do the pick sticker on the side.
Okay.
And then the front, yeah, it's a single barrel proof. So yeah, I think it's really good. So, but I don't know, Scott. That might be one the Journey can look into.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're kind of open to a lot of different things. So there's some pretty good things coming. So that'll be good. I know we've got the Bull Run coming pretty soon. Peerless, bourbon and rye. We've got those. We were able to do a double oak with Down Home. So that was kind of cool. The hell else do we have coming? I don't know. It seems like there's so many things and I can't remember anything.
Hey, Samurai. Yeah, I think there's a knob. There's some turkey. I'm trying to remember what I heard.
Well, we're hoping for turkey. I mean, we're hoping for another Russell's. I mean, if somehow we're lucky enough to get 2 barrels, I mean, we would love that. I think we're going to try to do Kentucky Spirit as well. So we're working on that. Working on kind of the Jack Daniels barrel proof. We're working on that one as well. And I guess the other thing, we probably need to send out a little bit of a poll just to see what other people are maybe interested in too. But a lot of it's kind of what we've already got coming. So that's kind of nice.
So yeah, it's perfect, man. The year of the pick.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the thing, man. Everybody just, if we could get everybody to quit chasing and have, which it'll never happen, but have some stores sit on some stuff for a little bit. We never know what may happen, you know.
It's just getting crazy. Like as much as you think,
damn right, Thomas.
Like, as much as you think things seem to be slowing down a little bit, you just see some liquor store throw up a bunch of prices that are absolutely ridiculous. And it's just, you go there and like everyone's waiting to pay these huge prices. And I still just don't understand what the deal is, but.
Yeah, it's just, you know, how many shows can we do about affordable whiskey?
I know.
You know, quit buying this bottle at $134, you know, and it's not even a pick. I mean, get a pick if you're going to spend the money. You know,
I think it's just the chase. I think it's the chase that these people love, and maybe the fact that it's something that somebody else maybe can't get. I don't know what else it is, but
it's like a human nature. It's like Jenny, we were talking about it one night. It's like, why does this happen? Hey guys, thanks for coming over. It's like when you watch a video and you see somebody get punched in the face and get knocked out, something comes over you that you enjoy that. But then again, it's like so when you go and find a bottle that nobody else can find or have a hard time finding, you feel the same emotion. It's so weird. I don't know. That's just we were talking about. Why do we feel that?
That's probably a good analogy. It's a little more of a violent analogy, but whatever.
Yeah.
I am slowly but surely getting over the FOMO. That's for sure.
Marty, do you see what's happening?
Say what? There's Throttle.
Do you see what's happening?
Okay, I open it.
Good. Yeah, open it. I really want. Yes, please. I promise you, it's phenomenal. I've drank half of stir fries down the street. Yeah. So we got. Look here, the Tats man.
I'm gonna have to try this.
Good day, my friend.
What? Just thought I'd pop in and say good day to you.
I'm glad
What's
you
up,
did.
Daniel?
I hear you talking about a bunch of Canadian stuff. Like
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
buddy.
supposed to know anything, Scott?
I've finally taken all your advice. All those years, I finally listened to you a little bit.
My advice, not your wife's.
Oh well, she can't hear me, so if she can hear me, I would say something different.
Hearing. I'm going to pour a Canadian whiskey for you right now.
There you go. Oh yeah, there you go. Is that so? Is the 11 year? Is that the most recent one, or is that from a couple years ago?
They got one that you probably won't be able to get. This is from a couple of years ago.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I see a lot of good Bercolati behind him.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm reaching for the top shelf Bercolati. Hell, he's got some all around him.
Where? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's there, it's there, and it's there.
I don't see it. I found this the other day, though.
Oh,
just take it back.
How in the world do you find that?
How do you find that?
I can't tell you what I do.
I walk into my bourbon room and there's a bottle in the cabinet.
Ah,
see, that's all you do. I forgot I had it.
And my
forget you shipped it.
Yeah. Here, this is the one nobody liked, right?
Yeah, that's crap too. Yeah, just forget you shipped that one too.
No, I like the 23.
Yeah, those are good ones, and those are gems. Those are gems.
Awesome.
They had a bad series of cork though.
Yeah.
Anyway, cheers. Hope you're having fun.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks for coming on, man. It's good to see you.
Yeah, cheers, bud. Good to see you. Good to see you.
It's minus 10 here Fahrenheit for you people. Minus 23 in Celsius.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, we're about 31 centigrade over here in Brisbane at the moment, and it's hot and steamy because it's just rained.
That would make me pass right out.
I suppose for you, it's your summer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. Chris, I hope Lil's doing better. Just tell her we asked.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought I'd just come on and just let you know. Yeah, she's starting to wake up at the moment. She had a bad night last night with everything. She's got a lot of bone pain and everything, and she was a bit of a stomach ache last night and headache, and she's just living on Panadols at the moment with all the reactions that she's having to her chemo. So,
yeah,
that's too bad.
No. Thoughts to you guys.
It's rough,
but hopefully she's probably got 1 day left of the reactions to this first lot, and then we'll get a good 2 weeks, and then she'll go through another lot. And
so how far are you into your 12-week? Is it 12 weeks of no?
12 weeks dry. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it'll be 12 and a half probably, but because we stopped drinking Wednesday night. Well, so a week today that we stopped drinking.
Okay. Well, hang in there. It's
Yeah,
just
definitely.
I want to say cheers, but that's just rude.
Oh well,
hello.
I'm just drinking heaps of
okay,
water.
here we go.
and
Bottoms
heaps of
up
coffee.
on the water bottle. There we
That's
go.
it.
Hey Marty, I'm gonna hop off. I got the other
Okay,
guys
buddy.
hopping on here in a minute. So thanks
Yeah, we're
for
coming
thanks for
over.
leading
We'll
off
be
the old
over.
Tuesday night. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, man. We'll see you in a few minutes. Everybody's
Sounds
gonna head
good.
over.
See you guys. Everybody have a good evening.
See you, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, what we got going, man. For people don't know, we're doing a triple hitter. Basically, I do 7 to 8, Scott's 8 to 9, and then we're all 9 to 11 on 2TENKnows Tuesday. So that's what we got going on. So we're kind of just doing our own thing, and we got some good stuff coming up between me and 2TENKnows Tuesdays. Yeah, I got the little banner up at the top. So that's what that is. But what we're doing now is we're gonna start doing some picks, me and Todd and Andy together. We've talked about it for a few weeks. We've kind of advertised it a little bit, but not a whole lot. So what we're going to do, the best way we can figure out we're going to do it is we're going to do it through Patreons. So whether you're a member of mine or theirs, it's going to start with the top tiers and work their way down on limited number of bottles that we get. So if you haven't joined Patreon, get on there and do so you can get a hold of these picks. We hopefully will be doing some of these picks with Jason and Scott, but we don't know. They will distribute those. Those probably won't be available on our Patreon, but that's okay too. But that's what's happening. So get over there and join. And I think the links for Patreon's down below. But hey, cheers, guys. The Bourbon Van, awesome. But anyway, that's what's happening. So let's get to drinking.
Get me up to speed here. You are going to get your own picks, or your
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Yes, me, Todd, and Andy are going to do our own picks together.
Yeah.
So
what sort of stuff you're looking at, Marty?
There's a whole lot. What we've got in mind is really broad. So we're going to narrow it down before we start advertising this bottle, this bottle, this bottle. So we're still in the midst of working that out. But as soon as we know what pick one is, we'll give you plenty of time and notice ahead of time of what it is. So everybody will know.
Does it vary? Now your picks are going to be bourbons. You're not going to be doing other ones, right? You're going to be doing American whiskey.
Yes.
Because for you to get a whiskey, like say you wanted a barrel whiskey from Scotland, you'd have a different genre of taxes to deal with.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. So
we've done that here. We have it here. I have a bottle that I drank out of the barrel in Scotland, and then, I mean, it's not hard, but you got to go through the proper channels to get it bottled.
And I can't imagine how much that would cost, to be honest.
It wasn't too bad. It was a 30-year-old single grain Scotch. So anybody that's a bourbon fan, that's where I would tell people to start, is a single grain or a virgin oak single malt.
Okay.
But the process is going through, they went through getting it bottled, paying the taxes. Even the barrel was shipped over here. We gave the barrel to a craft brewery place, and they aged a beer in it for 600 and almost 2 years.
Okay.
So there's ways to do things, but if you're doing it just from state to state or within where you're living, that's easier. I was just curious. That's all.
Yeah, that's what, we're going to start out with a few, basically just a few barrel picks, and we're not going to overwhelm ourselves with it because there's still a lot of little details that we want to work out. Do we want to source it through a company that does all of it? That you buy it or you pick it, they split the barrel with you. They do all the distributing, or do we want to get something a little more higher end and just kind of hand delivered ourselves? There's several realms of way you can go about doing it. And we talked about doing a website to, like a membership website, but I just don't think that's the best way to do it right now. I think just through Patreon, support the channel, and just, we'll do it that way. Yeah. So, but any ideas, man, any guys y'all want to throw out about that? We're wide open. Cause like I said, this will be our first year doing it. So, and we're not going to, I've said it before, we're not going to pick shit whiskey. It's going to be really good. And if what we have to try is not good, we just don't have to do it,
Yeah, we got a lot of a big store, which was an affiliate from the U.S. called Wine and Beyond. And there's a guy that's in charge of the spirit stuff. And there's lots of ones that are his picks or store picks, but they're based on, how much profit we can make off of it, this and that. It's not like it's based on the best whiskey you ever tried.
Yeah.
In my opinion, just in case he's listening.
I hear you. No, like I said, man, it's just a goal we've got. And it's just, I said it, the year of the picks. And then that was, Mattingly's good. It's a good start. But you know what? Mattingly's expensive too. I've seen Mattingly bottles for $135, and I don't know. You can go up there, and I know you can blend your ass off, and it's always pretty good stuff. But maybe that's Stanley. Maybe we need to look more into that because I'm always under the impression Jay Mattingly's really expensive. So, but then again, if people are used to that expensive blend from Mattingly, and you put a small, a cheaper amount bottle out, maybe people think it's not as good. I don't know.
What makes it expensive, though? That's the question, right? I mean,
Yeah.
You can buy an $8 bottle of wine that's just as good as an $80 bottle of wine. It's, somebody gave it an award, so it went up in price. So it's,
Yeah, it's all what you think of it.
But if you're doing it to make profit, then that's different. It sounds like the way
No, we're not. I'm just telling you
so-
right now, that's not the deal.
So it should be, it should be cheaper, right?
Our goal is to have a show just like we're doing right now, and everybody that's on screen has the bottle and says, "I think it's good, Marty. You could have done better." That's what I want to do. That's why we're doing it. Daniel H says 4 Roses is a good start. Laugh out loud. Yeah, well, you get me in 4 Roses, we'll make it a good start.
Yeah,
I'll give you 25. I like it.
I'd like to see a Jack Daniel's barrel proof from you guys. That'd be awesome.
What'd you say, Rob?
I'd like to see a Jack Daniel's barrel proof from you guys.
Yeah, that's Scott and Jason are hopefully can knock that one out for sure.
Yeah.
But Talk Decline, he did it. Yeah, he did do a pick. You're right. Hey, Phil, there's Everything Spicy. Everybody go sub to Everything Spicy. Yeah, we've got a lot of people here. Sorry, guys. I've kind of dropped the chat for a bit, but
it's hard to keep up.
It is, man. But this tumbling dice is good for the money. If you've not had it, I recommend it. I don't know if I'd do another backup of it, but I think on the first go around at $70, 68, so about $73 tax and all. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's there's other things out there like we've talked about. A bottle of Wild Turkey 101 is 20. Yeah, man, it's hard to beat. You're right. You can put Wild Turkey 101 in a blind all day, and it'll smoke a lot of whiskey. What if you could do a 101 pick? That would be kind of damn cool.
Never seen one. Only Russell's.
Bingo.
Yeah, Marty, I just dropped a link in the chat for Bourbon Mafia. We're doing a charity event at the end of the month for colon cancer again, same as what we did last year.
Okay.
With the Dr. Jellyfinger 4 Roses pick. But it's on site, but there's also things where people are going to get access to a lot of our older picks, which we still have some of, and there's also been a lot of bottles which have been donated as well for the event for people to look at. So we raised $30,000 last year on the 4 Roses bottle.
Wow.
Which we gave to colon cancer because one of our brothers passed from colon cancer last year, the Christmas in 2020. So Omar, which I think a lot of people know, if they've been involved in a lot of picks over in Kentucky, Omar seemed to be on nearly every pick. I think we all used to joke that it was a law in Kentucky that you couldn't have a pick without Omar being involved. But so it's become sort of a little bit of an annual event.
Well, whatever, Chris, whatever Whiskey Knows can do, please email me and let me know. I'll be glad to sit in and do whatever I can, to help. So
yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's a dinner and everything, but I think we've got auctions and everything going on.
Okay, so it's actually a physical event. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
But
Alex.
it's got our new Starlight pick, which we did. We did a bourbon and a double oak, which we just received. I've got them on the way over, and the bourbon, I think, is part of our colon cancer fundraising this year.
That's awesome.
I know we're looking at doing breast cancer one later in the year, possibly with Lil having gone through breast cancer and still going through it. So
we'll keep thinking about it, man. That's awesome. Just keep us posted on how the event goes or something. That's cool. And like I said, we'll post that link on Facebook and everything else too. So
actually, it's end of next month, 26th of February.
Okay, so there's still a little time. Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Whiskey Throttle, I got to ask you something. It's on my mind looking at your stash, dude. I just got to know, what is a Scotch behind you that is not overly priced, that when you run out of it, you always have a backup bottle?
This is a green screen.
Well, that's a bunch of damn bullshit, and I know it. So you tell me what it is, because I'll ask you again. No, I'm just kidding. I love it.
It's a fully interactive.
Is it a Brooklotti?
There's a lot of, if I was getting into a Brooklotti now, it would just be one of the regular releases. I don't know, man. I do a lot of store picks. I do a lot of stuff. I'm just thinking here. It's been a few days since I've been in this room. I like things that are totally different, so I never expect the whiskey to be the same next time. It's just not. So
Right.
We all know who Ralphie is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So Ralphie, somebody gave him a bottle of Jack Daniels from the back of their grandfather's closet.
Oh, geez.
This is an old video he did, and he compared it to a new one. And I can't remember now if it was 25 years old. It was an older Johnny Walker bottling. And he opened them both and compared them together. And he gave a little bit higher score to the older one. But the point I got from that video is that all whiskey is rare. So the barrel changes, the barley changes, the water changed, the cooper changed. Everything changed before you got another bottle, right? So, like you were saying in the beginning of the show here, that people are just, I think it was Scott that was saying it about the hype, whether it be the barrel pick or something else, they got to buy it. And I think they're buying more of the hype. They're always going to make more whiskey, right? So you really can't worry about it, right? And I got samples in there I haven't drank, but I don't know. I'll go toward Glenmorangie, which everybody likes to call Glenmorangie, but it's not because I'm not going to it expecting something, right?
I got you.
I don't know if that answered your question very well, but it's hard, right?
Well, no, I mean, the thing that I guess the best to take away from what you said is they make whiskey every day.
They make it every day, man. And there's a guy here for Canadian whiskey, wrote a book, Davin de Kergamo. It might be in my other office here. There's one of the first releasings of it, called Canadian Whiskey, the Portable Expert. The Portable Expert, right?
Okay.
And it was his daughter that encouraged him. And it started with him just writing whiskey notes down. But he has a question in here in the beginning of, I forget what page, but it's like, what's the number one ingredient in whiskey? And he lists, is it the grain? Is it the barley? Is it the water? Blah, blah, blah. And honestly, it's the story.
Huh. That's
right?
Interesting.
It's the story. So you like Brooklotti, what do you see right here? Yellow Submarine. Was it a great whiskey? It didn't get high scores by the guys reviewing it way back in the day. It's the story. I have, it's in my other room. I have Australian whiskey. I think it's great. but it's the story because somebody bought that whiskey, this plant where they made it in Australia. No,
which one?
I'm lying to you, buddy. It's not Australia. It's New Zealand. Right?
It's near enough.
And it's close. For us Americans here in North America, we can't tell the difference. Right?
There you go.
Unless we're talking to somebody from South Africa, and then we really make them mad when we think they've got an Australian accent. Right? But the story is somebody bought the distillery in New Zealand, and they were wandering around the distillery, and they found a room full of barrels that no one even knew about or forgot about.
Yeah.
Right? And I got a bottle. I got a couple bottles, right?
Right.
So it's the ones that are odd that you don't
Trev.
think you're gonna like, right? You know, what about Glenallachie? Anybody try Glenallachie?
I did have a 10 year, and it's gone.
Try to get a Glenallachie Virgin Oak for you bourbon guys, right? But
Okay.
here's one, and it's Gratamaco, which is a type of grape. And the story is where you find this grape. Is it going to taste specifically like this? If you buy a wine finished whiskey and you have an expectation of it tasting just like that wine, you're probably going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it might just smell like the wine and not taste like it at all, or vice versa. So expectations ruin things for us.
Huh.
And with Trev coming in, Marty, you are you going to be joining in on the Mankini episode with Ken?
Yeah, I actually, and I may I mentioned this briefly as I could, because Mike and Adam put me on the spot night before last, that if I hit that 1,000 subs before Ken does it, I may pop in dressed a little funny. We'll just leave it at that. So I don't know exactly what that details, but yes, to answer your question, yes, I might be there, and I really might have bells on.
Yes,
so it's all how you look at it. So,
well,
yeah,
Lil's waiting to see
there.
Trev and a Mankini.
Yeah.
What bottle was it that Trey and Cindy opened there when I first popped on?
That was the Elijah Craig. I always want to say private barrel. That's not it.
That's what it is. Private barrel.
Is it private barrel? So basically, what that is the distributor picked that.
Yeah, I think it's right.
Yeah, they picked several barrels, and they got distributed to the certain stores that wanted to buy them. So but it's really good. I've had it in a couple restaurants here in town, and I think it's phenomenal.
Well, after seeing you without a shirt on, Trev, and that
Marty, what flavors do you get with it?
Huh? What'd you say, Cindy?
Marty, what flavors do you get with that one?
There's a whole lot of vanilla. There's just a
what
huge
taste and nose do you get with that one?
Well, like I said, there's some vanilla. There's a great oil that I get on the palate from the barrel, and I just think, what year is that? 11? What is that? I can't remember. What is yours, Rob? What's the year of yours, Rob?
11 and 100.
Yeah, it's got a great oily palate, which is nice from the barrel and all that. It's just. There's a great back end light black pepper note that I get, which is really nice. That makes it easy. And to me, it's just for the proof of 127, I think, or 24.
128.4.
Okay. It's so easy to drink. It'll get you in trouble.
That one's for Trev. And I've seen them as low as 8 or 9 years too. There's a whole bunch of different ones.
I got to drop off, Marty, because Lil's just messaged me. I think she's
all right, buddy.
up,
Chris,
so.
Cheers and love to her. So anytime you can, buddy.
Yeah, will do, mate. Talk to you soon.
Buddy.
See you later, all.
Oh.
Makes my 2-year-old. Oh, wow. That's cool as shit. Even they dipped it, too. Wow. Yep. That's pretty dadgum cool.
Yeah, don't worry there, Daniel H. Peter White doesn't have to write down anything I say, because Peter knows a hell of a lot more than he tells you.
Did you see that message from Alan?
Did your yeah? I didn't want to let Alan know yet. I was going to surprise him with something on Instagram with it. I might put it on top of a Canadian whiskey in a glass. I was turning around when you first signed me on. I have a Canadian Glencairn, we call it, but I don't know where it went. I don't know where I put it. It's in my must be out with the whiskey that I have open. My open whiskey. This is my closed.
Hey, 21090.
Oh,
the Boston Beer Company. So that's what is that?
Oh, holy John Adam.
Samuel Adams, and what did he do? He took spirit and aged
it. Yeah, I went and did it.
They aged it in a barrel or what?
Several barrels over several years.
Oh, we got to roll it on over here. Somebody's
I'll give it another minute, and then we'll go when Scott gets going.
That bald guy over there at 21090 bossing you around. Who's he think he is?
Well,
I'm coming down to the States. I'll slap some hair back on him. That boy.
And he's, for when we do the music side of it, he's put at least a wig on.
Come on, man.
I mean,
way too much.
At least get some makeup and powder it so it's not glaring at us the whole time.
Jeez, you're not kidding, man.
It's too bright, man. Hire a makeup artist. If I had money like him, holy.
That's
mine. I mean, there must be a whole bunch of out of Bitwork makeup artists.
That's it. Yeah. All right. So guys, every Tuesday as humanly possible, I'll do 7 to 8. Scott's 8 to 9. And if Scott's got something going on or he's out of town, I'll be 7 to 9, and then 21090 9 to 11. And we're going to try to open up streams, let people in. We're going to do things a little different. Like I said, we've got barrel picks coming. Join Patreon. Get your shot at them. Like I said, we'll tell you more of the picks. Like when we have things nailed down, we don't want to, tell you we're going to do one and it not happen. So we're going to try to be as 100% upfront with it. I've got the new merch website up, guys. Get on there and buy your shit. Yeah, literally. Okay. Rob's got it right there. It's good stuff.
It's quality stuff.
Yeah, and it's embroidered. We got dry fit stuff. We got killer hats. We've got all kinds of great crap. So get over there and get on it. All right, guys, I'm going to shut her down. Hang on for a second. I'll end the broadcast. And everybody go check out Scott at My Bourbon Journey, and then we'll keep the party going.
See everybody. Thanks, Marty.
All right, guys. Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers.